Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Jones. This is the second part of the introduction to the Brody method for teacher training at Henry Wilson Memorial School. This is the setup for the teacher. So I've gotten a personal whiteboard and a marker and an eraser. It's important to have two colors of marker, one color that you're writing the words for the student and the other is the color that they are marking the words in. You'll get to see that in the presentation. So this is a folder for a single student, and we've got his cards here. I've color-coded them just because I work with elementary students, and they tend to like color-coding, and they call the levels the colors that they are. So these are this child's cards that he's working on at the beginning of the lesson. That's the first thing you do at every lesson is you practice the cards. And you can see here that I've got my word list ready to go. He's just about to the end of this word list, so I also have behind it the resource list. These are my copies. I don't need to make copies for the student. I just keep track as we go. And oftentimes what I do is I take a Post-it note, and as I go down, I just move the Post-it note so I have a sense of where we are. And I'm not repeating words, so I just go down and down and down, and then let's say the last word that he reads is lemonade, and then I put it right there, and then I know my next word that I'm going to work with him is recognize. Then I've got my sentences here. I've got my story here for this unit, and then I've got the word list. He's actually on the first list of this particular unit. You can see this is a student who's working with the 3-syllable or more words. And you can see these are quite challenging words: coagulate, magnetize, salesperson, discriminate, infantile, operate, carelessly, persecute, and unlikely. And this is my progress monitoring form. And you can see here I've marked what list we're on. I've marked the date, and the dots at the top show his progress, and the squiggly lines mean that we went to the next unit. So he just finished the last unit, and now we're going on to the next unit. And I've got this in a sheet protector. You could just copy these for the student, but I prefer using a sheet protector because doing that while the child is working on decoding the word, they can actually write on the surface, and then when they're ready to be tested on the word list, which you'll get to see, they can just erase it. And it's really important that when they're being tested, the progress monitoring, that they don't have all the markings on them, because obviously in their actual reading, they won't be able to make all those markings. So the word lists are a chance for the kids to show that they can decode words without making all the symbols. Basically, they have kind of the symbols in their head, and that they are actually they're actually able to use it in a situation, which kids naturally do with this method. So this is the way my folder is set up for this student. I realize that you're not going to be able to see how this is set up when you're watching the lesson in progress, because you're really going to be focusing on this student and watching us go through the program. So I did want you to see from a teacher's eye view what I am looking at here. I hope you tune into the next video, which is watching the Brody system in action. Thanks. Bye.